Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate every time that you give me a thumbs up or you put a comment in the box. It just makes my day and I love replying to your comments. Just wanted to basically touch base with you. Things have been a bit crazy this week. And I know I spoke briefly about it a couple of weeks ago that we're potentially moving. Well, we've managed to sell our place and we have exchanged. And I just wanted to keep it under wraps because it's like, I always find with those things that sometimes when you talk about something too much and you think it's going to happen, if life has a funny way biting you in the butt and then it doesn't end up working out. So I just found that if I keep it under wraps until we have exchanged, I know there are still a small possibility that obviously everything could go wrong before completion, but it's always that build up to exchange. It is just so stressful, so I just thought I'm not going to talk about it, because also if it doesn't go through, I didn't want to sit there and explain to everyone, oh, it's not gone through, because I think it's enough heartache going through a property and buying a property, and then for it to fall out and then have to explain to everyone why you're not getting your dream property would just be too much. So anyway, that is just, we can just move on from that because we have exchanged. We exchanged on Friday. It was extremely stressful. I always think leading up to the point of exchange, it can be super stressful. I think the buyers are wanting this, we're saying no to that, then you've got your onward that you're having to try and deal and negotiate with the sellers from your onward purchase, and I actually think solicitors, I think they try and have one up against each other. I think there's all little fights in between them, which has completely taken out the sellers and the purchasers' control, and you're having to deal with them, who can get the upper hand all the time. So I don't think that helps, but they say buying and selling is one of the most stressful things you can do, and it most definitely is, especially with twins. It has been absolute carnage. So we exchanged on Friday. We have a really early completion of this Friday, so we've had a week. Our property, it was not derelict, but it was quite old and dusty, and no one had lived there for, I'd probably say, a good few months. There are spiders and cobwebs everywhere. So we managed to get permission to be able to get into the property and do works, because we want to repaint all of upstairs, get the carpets clean. And it's so important for the house also to be clean when we go in, because we've got the babies. We can't just put babies in a property which hasn't been cleaned. So we're really lucky that we managed to negotiate with the sellers that we could get in. So we got the keys on Friday. So all weekend we have been painting. My mum has had the kids. Stephen has been there working his bottom off. He's done so well. I'm so impressed with him. He's just a man on a mission at the moment, which is so helpful because he's really not afraid of a bit of hard work, which makes such a difference. I've had to be back and forth because the babies are there, where they're crawling, they're really hard work at the moment, they're into everything, and it's a lot for one person, my mum, just to look after them on their own. So I've been coming back, helping my mum, and then going to the house and helping there for an hour. So things had just been a little bit mental, but I do feel like there is an end. We're Monday. I've probably got 4 more nights in this house. I have done a lot of packing. I did want to do some videos on packing and organising, and I think I might do 1 or 2, but where you're just trying to get everything done and trying to set up the camera is all a bit crazy, and you forget, because I am also new to this whole YouTube stuff as well, so it has been a little bit crazy, but I wanted to keep everyone in the loop because, again, I want to show my journey. It's one of these houses where it's got such a lovely feel to it, but it has a lot of scope, but we loved it because when you walked in, just the feeling of it, but there's so much potential and scope to make it better, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. And I want to show everyone the journey of what we started off with and what we're going to end up with, and it's not going to happen overnight. One, because, well, affordability, it's expensive doing extensions, and even like painting this week, it's cost an arm and a leg, and to do it properly, which we do because you don't want to keep on having to revisit it, it costs an absolute fortune. So we're taking one step at a time. We are going to do little bit by little bit. At the moment, we've just painted all upstairs white because we just wanted a base, and I haven't even had time to think about what colours I eventually want to paint and how I want to decorate. So we're just going to paint all the rooms white, so then when it comes round to it, we've got like a perfect base to go on, and we don't have to worry about anything else, like, you know, doing lots of primers. It's just easy. Downstairs we're not going to paint. What we have decided is, because upstairs is taking a long time and painting is tedious. It is tedious and it takes forever. So what we have decided is, with downstairs, we are going to wait, not paint, and sit and think about what colours we want to do the living room and the kitchen, and then go straight into doing it how we want. So we're not wasting too much time repainting it and then painting it again when we've decided how we want to decorate it. So we'll probably live in it for maybe a couple of months. It might come sooner, you don't know. I do feel that you have to live it somewhere before you can really, well, before you know what's going to suit the house and how you actually want to do it. So yeah, that is the short and full of it, what has been happening recently. I am going to do a video of how the house looks now, and slowly but surely we will do like room by room tours when we've done them up. I will show you around my place at the moment. I think before we leave, I've done a little bit. I've done a little video on what it looks like now, but it looks a right mess. It's a shame that you didn't get to see it before I started packing, but it's just one of those things. But I'm going to show you it when it's all empty, so you can see what we've gone to, or what we have gone from and what we've gone to. We have definitely got upsized. We're going from a 2-bed flat, ground floor flat, to a 4-bed house, detached house. So I do feel that we're going to be a little bit lost and maybe swimming around in all this space that we don't know what we're going to do with. But it is pretty much a dream property for us. We move into the countryside, and we are, I think, country bumpkins at heart. We love living in London, but we definitely think it's the right thing to move out into the country, and we just can't wait for the country life, like not slow life, but slower living and long country walks with nice Sunday lunches. And the garden's even got a damsonberry tree and an apple tree and a plum tree, so I'm going to sit and make my apple sauce and damsonberry jam, which, because I love cooking, so I'm so looking forward to doing all these things, which in my garden at the moment, I've just got grass. I don't have any trees. So, but I will give you a tour so you can see what we're going from and then what we're going to. But yeah, the twins are doing really well. They are just absolutely everything. So it has been hard work, but I think I've already said that. So I'm going to cut it off there because I don't want to go on and on and on. But thank you so much for watching my little life snippets and where we're going and how we're growing. And yeah, I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe just right down in the bottom below and give it a big thumbs up, because that means a lot, and it makes me know that you're liking my content. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.